Welcome to all those who are watching this video, and this is a video for the students of class 11th biology, and this topic blood as connective tissue. It is from chapter 7. So already in the previous video I have covered the connective tissues as specialized connective tissue as bone, cartilage, reticular connective tissues and so on. So here I have taken blood as connective tissue. So blood, if we say this is a fluid which just moves through the vessels, and there is a circulatory system. Okay, and blood vessels are the part of circulatory system and through which the blood flows. So in humans it includes plasma. Okay, means plasma means this is a liquid part in which the blood cells they float. Okay, and there are cell fragments also, and they are called as the platelets. So plasma, it is the main component of blood, and it consisting of mostly, you will get it, 90% of the water and proteins, ions, nutrients and waste. These are all are found in the plasma. And different types of cells like RBC, which is responsible for carrying oxygen and carbon dioxide. There are platelets, which is responsible for blood clotting in case of injury. And there are white blood cells, which is a part of immune system. Okay, and function in immune response. So begin with plasma. As I told you, this is the liquid component of the blood, and it can be isolated by spinning a tube of whole blood at high speed in a centrifuge. Okay, so what happens, the denser cells they move to the bottom, while the plasma that remains at the top, and it forms a yellow layer. And plasma, as I told you, there is near about 90% of water, and remaining 10% it is made up of ions, proteins, nutrients, waste and dissolved gases. Okay, and these ions, proteins and other molecules which are found in the plasma, they are very important for maintaining pH of blood and osmotic balance. Okay, so main protein, that is albumin, it plays very important role in the same. And some of the molecules, they are found in the plasma and have more specialized functions like hormones that act as long distance signals, antibodies recognize and neutralize pathogens, and clotting factor. Okay, so many important molecules are present there. And plasma that has been stripped of its clotting factor is called serum. Okay, so this is serum. And apart from this, lipids and cholesterol, they are also present in the uh, plasma. Now the type of cells, red blood cells. Red blood cells, or the other name is the erythrocytes, and these are specialized cells and which are circulated through the body, and it carries oxygen, and it delivers oxygen to the tissues. So in human beings, if we talk of, the red blood cells are small and biconcave, and they do not have mitochondria or the nucleus. Okay, so these characteristics allow red blood cells to perform their task effectively. Okay, and small size and biconcave shape, this increases the surface area to volume ratio, and this improves the gas exchange. Okay, and due to lack of nucleus, it has that additional space for hemoglobin. So it is just engineered, the cell is engineered in such a way, okay, for performing its task effectively. Okay. White blood cells, they are called as the leukocytes, and they are much less in numbers than that of the red blood cells, and they make up near about less than 1% of the cells in the blood. And the role is also very different from that of red blood cells, and primarily they are involved in the immune responses. They recognize and neutralize all those bacteria and viruses which invades our body. And white blood cells, they are larger than the RBC. Okay, they have the normal nucleus and mitochondria, and they are of 5 types. Okay, and those all 5 types are categorized into 2 category. One category is granulocytes. Okay, it includes neutrophils, eosinophils, and the basophils. Okay, all of these cells have granules in their cytoplasm. Okay, and the other cells which is not having the granules in their cytoplasm, they are called as agranulocytes, and this includes monocytes and the lymphocytes. So you can see here how these different types of WBC, they differ in size, as well as basically you can see they differ in the shape of the nucleus. Okay, and each type of white blood cell, it plays a specific role in defense. For example, some white blood cells are involved in engulfing and breaking down pathogens, while others recognize specific microorganisms and launch immune response against them. Okay, it means overall we can say different types of white blood cells, they have different life times, and they work in their mode of action is also different. Now platelets, these are also called as thrombocytes, and they are the cell fragments. This is important to know. They are cell fragments, and they play very important role in blood clotting. Okay, blood clotting means when there is an injury. Okay, and this way by clotting they just prevent the loss of blood. So roughly they are disc shaped and very small. Uh, so they have their mode of action. They release signals which not only attract other platelets and make them become sticky, but also activate a signaling cascade. Okay, that ultimately converts. This is important to know. This is an important step that converts the fibrinogen, which is a kind of protein present in the blood, that is converted into the fibrin, and this is the fibrin which forms the thread and a mesh like structure. Okay, and which makes a clot, and this way the loss of